Yo, what's up? It's your boy, Big Walt Dog, and we are back with another WMP Podcast today. I have Zion and Rob with me. We haven't been here in a little bit because we've been doing a lot of different stuff. We got a lot of different videos up on our channel now. We were at the Streamer University applications. We were in Miami. We've been doing a lot of stuff, car meets and all that. But like, without further ado, we're about to get into the episode. This is my first question is for Zion. And where did you grow up, Zion? And what was your childhood like? Like, where was it? What did you do?
So I was originally born in Virginia.
Okay.
I moved to Georgia about 2010. So for me, that's about first grade. So basically, I've been raised in Georgia. You know, I spent a few years as a kid in Virginia, but basically I've been raised in Georgia. My childhood, I had a good childhood. I cannot complain about my childhood. My mom made sure that I had everything that I needed. I was in sports as far as basketball and football. I always had a roof over my head, clothes on my back, food on the table.
Yeah.
So I can honestly say that I had a good childhood, you know. It wasn't too many bad things that happened. It was just me and my mom. I do have two older siblings, but our age gaps were about 16 and 13 years apart. So I'm the youngest. So it was just me and my mom at home, and we made everything work. Like I said, she provided for everything that I needed, especially basketball and football. You know, she made sure that I was always at the games.
So were you like a hooper?
I was a hooper according to my mom. You know, she feels that I was better in football. She thinks that it came more natural. Like, I didn't have to think. She always thought that in basketball, I had to think a little bit more. You know, basketball is a little bit more eye coordination. You have to put in a little bit more training than just going out on the football field and hitting somebody. That's really what I love to do in football. I love to hit somebody. I was a free safety, so I love to hit. I was a wide receiver too, but I always found more enjoyment with free safety just because I could be free. Yeah. You know, I had to follow the plays, but, you know, when you're back there at safety, you kind of can, you're roaming basically. You know, you're just seeing the field. As long as you don't get beat deep, coach is not really too much tripping about it. So I loved football, but I ended up taking basketball more serious. And that's really kind of what I pursued as I was going through middle school and high school.
Okay. Was there a moment when you realized your life was heading in different directions? Like when did your life kind of like just flip and like turned for like, not like worse, but like, you know, like when did your life switch from like the hooping, the football stuff to just, you know, now kind of like?
I'll say my life switched about 9th grade summer going into 10th grade. That's when I could really say that I had a big life change. I still was playing football, still was playing basketball. However, wasn't taking it as serious, started missing practices, had, you know, a few disciplinary actions on the field, off the field while in school and things like that. So I'll say that's definitely when my life changed. Definitely going into that sophomore year of high school.
Grade 10th grade year. Okay. Let me see. What's a challenge or obstacle that's helped shape who you are today?
Honestly, becoming paralyzed, if I'm gonna be honest, because I lived 21 years of my life walking, being a full able-bodied person. When I got paralyzed last January, it changed everything, you know. Changed how you think about things, how you view life, how I have to go through obstacles in life. When I first was paralyzed, I was on a breathing machine. So I had a trach. I had a trach. I had to relearn how to breathe. I had to relearn how to talk, feed myself, dress myself. As far as like using the bathroom, all of those things was brand new. And when you become paralyzed, like, it all just bomb rushes you at once, you know, like you wake up.
Get overwhelmed.
You wake up, and for me, I'm walking. Then I woke up and I have doctors telling me, hey, look, you have an incomplete spinal cord injury. We really don't know the chances of you walking. We could say it's 50-50, but we're not sure. You may not walk again. You may walk again, you know? So I'll say honestly, becoming paralyzed is one of the hardest things that I've had to go through and face in life. And it's still shaping me till this day. As we're sitting here, I'm still learning new things about myself, learning how to interact in the world in my new body,
Yeah.
it's a new body for you. I don't have the use of my legs anymore. So, when it's come down to going out with friends or going to a restaurant, I have to double check now and make sure, hey, is it accessible? A lot of places say it's accessible, but it's not really accessible.
Same thing with like an Airbnb or something.
Right. So I honestly say that's one of the hardest things that I have had to go through in life. And that's something that has shaped me to the person I am now. And it's going to continue to shape me for the rest of my life.
So you're like, okay, so what motivates you to keep going? Like when your times got difficult in like the hospital? Cause like, I know whenever I was in the hospital, like I would pray or like I would, just try to be quiet or stay to myself. So like, what did you do or what motivates you today to keep going?
So I answer both those. So one of the things that I did when I was first in the hospital was I had my mom around. My mom was there for me the whole entire time. It's actually funny because when the doctors called her and told them that I was going into surgery, she thought it was a prank call. She was like, nah, that's not my son. Like, no way. And then a few minutes later, she called back. And that's when she realized that, okay, this is actually real. This is serious. So my mom was there for me since day one, since I went into the hospital, since I left the hospital. She kept my spirits up. She made sure to, when I wasn't able to talk, we came up with different ways for me to communicate. So we came up with like, I had to blink my eyes. So for me and her, 3 blinks meant I love you. Or 2 blinks would mean that, hey, I need them to come in, get the mucus out of my throat. Or 1 blink would mean that I need an ice pack. So we found different ways to communicate with each other, even though
I could still move my fingers. So like I would tap on the desk.
So, actually, a few days after my spinal cord surgery, I got what they call a SPAM. So it's basically a secondary spinal cord injury that occurs a few days to weeks afterwards. So about 5 days after my surgery, I woke up one night trying to reach for my Gatorade and I couldn't move nothing. I couldn't move my arms. I couldn't move my hands. So about a month and a half, I was paralyzed from the neck down, just laying there. So we came up with the communication with my eyes. She wrote things on my whiteboard in my room for me to recite in my mind, especially when it came down to breathing. Those are one of my scariest things when they're taking me off the ventilator, trying to get me to breathe on my own. She actually came up with something was, I breathe with the rhythm of life.
I will say being on that ventilator, was probably one of the craziest things because that just taught me how to like manage my breathing so well. Like to be able to just, and like, I don't know if it was the ventilator or like being off of the ventilator and like seeing the difference, but I definitely could tell like being on a ventilator or having a trach, like it made us different or whatever.
It did. It literally did. Like, I remember the first night I arrived to the Shepherd Center, the doctor came in and said, yeah, we're going to take you off the ventilator for tonight. We're going to just try it. And I was freaking out. I was like, take me off the ventilator. You're tripping. Like, I'm like, nah, dog, you're tripping. Like, this is like, I go to sleep. This is how I know. And then actually, the respiratory therapist came in and I asked him to put me back on the ventilator. But when he did, it was kind of the same as when I was off the ventilator. So, I kind of just had to, what I used to do is playing rain music. I used to have rain sounds going in my room. That used to calm me down. So I would have the rain sounds going and I spent the first night off the ventilator and it went well, but I can't lie. I was scared as shit. I'm not gonna lie. I was very terrified, especially hearing his things like, yeah, we're just gonna have you off the ventilator. I was like, have me off the ventilator? No way.
They had to like start weaning me off. So like whenever I was on it, it was more like it was like, basically I got better at breathing. Like the better I got at breathing, like the worse the ventilator was for me. So like the ventilator was like making me speed up my breaths. So
yeah.
They kept having to like make me like take me off of the ventilator. And then like whenever I actually needed it, they would like bring it back. But it was confusing me. Like, it would confuse my breathing, I guess. But I got used to it after a while. They took the trach out and I had this big ass scar right here. But like, we all right.
Literally, we're still alive.
Yeah, so like how long did it take you to fully get off the ventilator?
For me to fully get off the ventilator, I'll say it took me about a month. I was real against getting off the ventilator. I had my respiratory therapist at Wellstar. His name was Robert. And he would come in the room and he would be like, look, if you don't start trying to wean yourself off of the ventilator, they're not going to accept you at the Shepherd Center. Because, you know, everything they have to document everything. Everything's in their notes. And the Shepherd Center looks at us. He was like, if they don't even see you attempting, they're not going to take you. So he really pushed me to start weaning myself off. You know, we started with 30 minutes, 20 minutes, an hour. And as I got uncomfortable, you know, an hour went to 6 hours. So it took me about definitely a month and a half to get off the ventilator. Once I was off the ventilator, you know, it definitely still took time for me to get the trach out. I didn't get my trach out for about 2 months.
Okay.
I haven't been breaking for like 6 months.
Dang.
So like when you have a ventilator, how are you able to feed, like eat?
So
I had to.
I had a tube in my nose.
Okay.
I had a tube in my nose. And actually, before I got released to go to the Shepherd Center, I don't know the correct name about it, but they basically did a food test. They sat me up in front of this x-ray. They had me eat graham crackers, applesauce, drank water. They had me drink this concentration. It was like kind of chalky to see where the food and liquids was going, to see if I can actually be able to get off the feeding tube and start eating some type of normal diet.
Like at the beginning of kind of like mine, that I was only on like ice and water. So like I could only eat ice.
Yeah, they had me eating, yes.
So when I tell you I would eat so much ice that they would have to take the ice away from me. And okay, if someone meeting you for the first time only knew one thing about you, what would you want it to be?
That I'm a strong individual.
W's.
Like all the way around?
Like all the way around.
Okay.
All on. This accident has taught me things about myself that I didn't know. I've had to persevere through a lot of things. At one point, I had my mom helping me with everything. Now I've got to a point where I can do that for myself. But if I would have gave up when I first became paralyzed, then I would have never been to this point. I would have never known how strong I am, that as long as I put my mind to something, I'm capable of it, you know? So I would definitely want them just to know that I'm a strong individual all the way around.
Yeah, so like before your accident, did you believe you were a strong individual before as well? Or did you just like kind of find out after the accident?
I knew I was strong just because of some of the things that I went through in life, but I didn't know that I was as strong as I was. You know, I lost my grandma back in 2021. My grandma was like a second mom to me. So losing her made me realize, okay, that I'm strong and I'm able to deal with things, but I didn't know that I was as strong as I am now. Speaking of my grandma, she was actually an amputee. She lost one of her legs in a car accident back in 2003 when I was born. So seeing how she went through life, how she was always independent, getting up, cooking Thanksgiving dinners, cooking for me when I'm at her house.
Kind of crazy. It's
You
like
know?
same. Like, you know, like my grandma she was old. So like she took care of me and my sister since me and my sister were adopted from birth. So then, like I said, it was just me, my nana, my sister, and my nana's daughter. My nana's daughter didn't have no like husband or anything. So like we were adopted, right? And so she passed away from breast cancer whenever I was 3. So then it was just me and my sister with a 85-year-old grandmother who was taking care of us. My sister was like 8 and I was 3. But like she literally took care of us and I saw everything, like, you know, like from her beating us with pots and pans to her running around the house, catching us, putting us in bed, taking us to school every morning. Like that's just grind. Like,
Yeah.
Like you don't see that at all. So like, I think that's what inspired me, like to be better. I don't know, but you kind of got similar things. You like your grandmother and your mom was there for you, but like my nana was like there for me, type of thing. W's.
No, for real. And like just seeing how she persevered through her accident, even when there was days where she was in pain
Or didn't feel
right, she still was getting up and not only showing up for herself, but showing up for me, my brother's sister, my mom, my mom's sister. And that's always something that I kind of take with me now to keep going is my grandma wouldn't want me to stop going. She wouldn't want me just to give up and be like, all right, life's over with. There's nothing else left to life. Because she didn't do it, you know? She stood 10 toes down no matter what she was going through. She was always there, always making someone laugh, always making sure we were fed, always making sure we were taken care of. And that's really something I always think about. Like when I get down and I'm like, F this life, bro. Like this is hard, you know? I'm like, I can't give up though, because for one, she wouldn't want me to, you know? I know she's down here looking down on me, and everything that I'm striving to do, everything that I get better at every day, I know that I'm putting a smile on her face.
It's in the plans, man. It's in the plans. And, you know, like my grandma was there too. So like, it was more like right whenever my accident happened, my nana was like, she had went back to Virginia. She was living in Georgia, but she went back to Virginia. Like, I guess she was about to, you know, she was getting older. She was like 90 something, 94, 93. And she went back to Virginia to like, that's where she was born. So I think she wanted to just kind of be up there like before she passed away type of thing. She was in Virginia. She got the call. They were like, Georgia, you shouldn't come. You know, he's in the hospital. We don't know really if he really is going to make it or not. But I tell you, she packed everything up from Virginia that same day and came down to Florida to the hospital and stayed every single day with me at the hospital, bro. And she was 93, bro. It's crazy. And that's why I was like, nah, that's a different type of dedication though. Mm-hmm. So like that, you know, and I don't know. And it's crazy that she passed away once I got out of Shepherd. Like as soon as I got left Shepherd, that's when she passed away.
It's like she knew you was good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's kind of some crazy shit, bro. All right, we're going to the easy questions, the childhood questions, the more laid back questions now. What was your favorite TV show growing up?
Definitely have to be Zach and Cody.
Zach and Cody, that's a W show there. Yeah. Why Zach and Cody though? Like what was cool about Zach and Cody? I mean, obviously I know what's cool about Zach.
They were, bro, like I loved skateboarding when I was younger. Okay. And they were always skateboarding and always kind of doing something
Mr. Mose.
Adventurous and stuff. So just seeing how they would do things and how they were adventurous and just kind of just went through life having fun.
Did you ever like the Life on Deck or not?
Yeah, I also like that too.
Okay.
I will say that was also another one. All like Nickelodeon shows definitely were my go-tos. Definitely.
Danny Phantom, all that stuff. You said you don't play video games, right?
Yeah, I did.
You did? Do you have a favorite video game or game system?
I would say my favorite video game probably has to be Madden.
Ooh, so you're a Madden player. I'm not really all that good at Madden because I'm not good at defense. So like I'm only good at offense and I don't like playing defense. So it's like, no.
Then so what station?
Okay. Growing up, I played on PlayStation. Okay. And then for a little bit, I transitioned to Xbox. Like in the middle school era, like when Fortnite first came out, I was on Xbox. And then it's funny how it went. It was a group of us that were on Xbox and a group of our other friends that were on PlayStation. Mm-hmm. So we'll always go back and forth with each other about which gaming system was better. Yeah. And then one day we all just ended up transitioning to PlayStation.
Because it's got free online services.
That's good. I mean, like if I had to choose it, I'd choose PlayStation, bro.
Yeah. I think it's just PlayStation just a little better. Xbox, you're just, I don't know what you're really paying for the difference for, like, but I don't know. All right. We did this in the other video. Who was your first celebrity crush?
First celebrity.
I'm gonna get him in trouble now.
Oh my bad. I'm asking crazy stuff. My bad.
I probably have to say Rihanna.
Okay, that's acceptable. I don't like
Can you like Ken and Gage wanna kiss a quarter?
What was your dream job when you were a kid? Like, what did you want to be? What were you like? When I grow up, I want to be.
Honestly, for a long time, it was a police officer.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, he wanted to put people in cuffs. I mean, that's acceptable. I wanted to be a pilot.
Okay.
Yeah, I wanted to fly.
Just a regular police officer?
No, I wanted to be part of like SWAT.
SWAT.
Yeah, definitely like the
SWAT team.
I wanted like all the action. Right?
Okay.
Not just the normal puffy over for tickets. Now let me like go kick in doors, hunt down fugitives in a big like tank looking truck. Yeah, definitely SWAT.
I mean, if I had to choose, I'd choose SWAT too.
Nah, for sure.
What's your go-to fast food order?
Go to fast food.
If you had to have fast food right now, what would it be?
A number one from Chick-fil-A.
Bussin' with cheese on it?
No, not with cheese on it. Breakfast though, I'll get a number one with bacon and cheese for sure.
You got to go with the Chick-fil-A burrito, man. Get a spicy on the inside of the burrito.
Yeah, but
I might have to try that.
what's your option number 2 since today's Sunday?
Yeah, today's
Yeah, you can't have Chick-fil-A today, you know?
option number 2, maybe Zaxby's.
Okay.
Yeah, Zaxby's.
Chicken sandwich meal?
Yeah, something like
Feel me?
little wings and things or something.
No cap. I feel that.
He got excited about that.
That shit kind of tastes good though. What is I just saw this. Oh, what's a random talent or hidden skill you have?
Random talent or hidden skills. I honestly don't know.
Well, you probably haven't discovered it yet.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I might not have discovered it yet. Like, I can't even sit up here and lie. I honestly don't know. I'm stuck at painting. I'm not that good of a singer or anything. Like, I really don't know what a hit.
I mean, like, have you ever made music before?
For fun, with my friends.
Okay.
I had some friends, like, back in the day, they, like, wanted to be rappers or pursue, like, a rap career. So, like, if I hang out with them, like...
Yeah, get on
be
track.
like, be like, bro, let me hop on the mic real fast. Nothing serious, though.
Nothing serious. Okay. If your life had a theme song right now, what would it be? You know the theme songs for your life.
Survivor by India Young Boy.
Okay. That's a good song.
Yeah.
That's W Youngboy. What is the funniest thing you got in trouble for when you were growing up? That you just remember getting your butt whooped for?
See, okay, growing up, I really didn't get spankings.
Oh, right.
I really didn't get spankings, but I would say the most funniest, craziest thing, definitely taking my mom's car out one night, nothing outside the house, take mom's car for a joyride. She ended up finding out, like, bro, my mom's so particular, like, she remembers how she puts things back. So we were out with friends, I was out with a friend, we met up with some other friends. And this is my first time driving. I scraped the curb.
Yikes.
Brand new rims on the Honda, scraped the curb. Luckily, I got the same parking spot back, but we didn't park it how she parked.
She's probably like, who drove my car?
And one thing about mom, I may have never got whippings, but she definitely embarrassed me, you know?
Yeah.
But like, this is like the time where like I had Snapchat and Instagram and stuff. So she went on my Snapchat and posted that I took the car out.
Oh, dang.
And this and that, bro. The whole night today when I went to school, everybody was like, bro, did you see what Zion's mom posted on his story? Bro,
Oh my gosh. They was talking about.
teachers knew. Like, yeah.
Wow. Wow, that's embarrassing.
No, very.
Nah, see, I just got whooped. See, they wasn't playing with me. See, I just got whooped. And actually, whenever I was growing up, I didn't even have a phone, or like I wasn't allowed to have technology till I was out of high school. Like they didn't allow me to have a phone. I was in high school, which is some crazy. What's one thing you were obsessed with when you were a teenager? Like you couldn't live without it. I had to have my silly bands. What do you mean?
I wouldn't say it was necessarily a thing, more of like a person. Like it was to call me a pretty boy. So I was like,
She had to have girls. He had to have the girlfriend.
yes, a girlfriend, girls.
It's gonna be a long red hole.
So who are your girlfriends?
No, but I would say that. And if it wasn't that, then shoes.
Okay.
I always wanted like the brand newest pair of J's. I always wanted a huge, big sneaker collection. So definitely, but the main thing, yeah,
Girls.
be girls.
Yeah, facts stuff. Facts stuff.
Now,
Let's do our last toast let's do a toast, a drink, and an outro. Bump that. That's what we'll do all in one. So we all need to say what we're gonna toast to. Cool. I'm gonna toast to a long and prosperous life, you know, living to the fullest and not looking back, right? Is that mine?
that one's mine.
This one's yours?
This one's yours in my hand.
Oh, well, yeah. Well,
I don't know how big you want. A big one?
that's good. Right there. Rob, what are you toasting to?
You gotta think about what the toast to.
All right.
What do you see?
I'm honestly on toast to just being alive and being here. To be honest, like, I won't say before my accident, I took life for granted, but it definitely opens your eyes up how precious life is when you go through a near-death experience. So I'm just gonna toast to being alive, being able to be here in this present day. I have a lot of people that I knew that are unfortunately now gone, that have passed away. They were either older than me or younger than me, from all different types of things, whether it was from car accident, gun violence, drugs, whatever the case may be. They're not here.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna toast to being here because I gotta take it into life.
Exactly.
Now I gotta make the fullest of it, you know?
Just double toast. I double toast to that.
All right, I'll toast to the accident.
The accident.
I mean, without it, I mean, we wouldn't have it all brought together.
We wouldn't be here, literally.
I mean, it made us all new people.
Honestly, I feel like it's better.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
like you,
like
much we're here.
we went through something bad to become better. That's all.
And I feel as though if I didn't go through my accident, I sit back and I think like, okay, if this didn't happen, where would I be?
Correct. Facts.
And I can't even tell you, bro. Like, I can't tell you like where I would be if this didn't happen. I don't know.
I would still be working.
I
trying to tell you
how my life will look like.
Yeah.
I had before my accident, I had my own crib, car, good paying job, but I just don't know where it'd be. I just know that I'm here and that I'm striving for greatness, and I've met wonderful people. I've met you guys, and I wouldn't have been able to have this opportunity or experience to sit down and chop it up with you guys. It wasn't for my accident, you know? You know, I looked at it for a very long time. I looked at my accident as a bad thing. Like, I remember asking God, like, hey, God, save my life, and, you know, I'm going to do better. But, you know, I woke up paralyzed.
Did you ask a lot of why, too, at the beginning?
Of course, like, why me? Why am I paralyzed? I compare myself to a lot of different other, like, you see on
situations,
creators that are paralyzed.
Yeah.
You see people that have been shot 10, 16 times and spilling those good. You see people that have been shot 10, 16 times and, you know, they're still walking or whatever the case may be. So the question why was always there.
Always there.
And I can't lie and say that it's still there some days.
Yeah, some days it comes back.
I wake up and I'm like, damn, like,
wow. Oh, God.
Literally just like,
but
wow.
I think with me, whenever, like, so I used to ask why a lot too, but like after, like, God has just told me that the why is for the bigger plan type of thing. Like, it's like was always meant to happen. Like, yes, my legs are gone. Yes, my hand is gone. But like, yeah, like we said, we're better people from our accidents, and what don't kill us makes us stronger type of thing. So, you know, it's a bigger plan that we don't know about. You know, that's all it is.
Yeah, no, we may never know the plan either.
Exactly.
So like, if you try to, in my opinion, if you try to connect those dots to what's the reason why I'm still here, I mean, I don't think too like important to know.
Yeah.
Because I don't think we will ever really know.
That's why I let it consume me for a little bit. Like, you know, we let the why consume us for a little bit because we're just such a shock state, and it comes back every so often. But like you just said, most of the time I just don't care about the why anymore. You know?
I tell them all the time, life's a roller coaster. And in my beginning, I had a lot more downs than ups. But as the year has progressed, as I have progressed as getting stronger, being able to do things on my own, I see myself having more ups than downs. Everybody's gonna have their down days.
Yeah.
Even for, you know, everybody that has their arms or legs, or people that are able to walk and do everything for themselves, they still have their down days. You know? So we're all gonna have our down days. It's really about what we do when we're having those down days. How do we approach? Do we let it consume us, or do we say, okay, I'm having acknowledge that we're having a bad day, but keep pushing forward and try to do something that makes us happy?
Sometimes I even think about, like, I may be having a bad day, but I know there's somebody out there having a worse day than me. Especially because I went to the Shepherd Center. That definitely opened my eyes up so much, because I saw, like, there is a guy in a wheelchair over there that was not going to be able to move, speak, talk, do anything for the rest of his life. Yeah. And I'm okay.
Yeah.
That's just how I thought about it, bro. And I was like, that guy, I know that guy's having a worse day than me. I know he is. So
It's like, it could be worse.
yes, it could be worse.
Like, and that's something I tell myself now, like, it could be worse. I see people that paralyzed from the neck down. They're gonna need help for the rest of their lives. And then, unfortunately, the way society is, when their primary caretaker is gone or no longer able to care for them, they get put in a facility. Now they're
Nobody wants.
living in a hospital, or they're living in a facility for the rest of their life. There's a guy that he always pops up on my TikTok account. He's been paralyzed since 99, but now he lives in a facility full time. And it's just like, I have to be grateful that I'm not in a facility today. I'm still able to do things for myself, that I'm still able to get out and experience
Life.
the world and life. There's so much more to offer
even
to life than what we think. And no matter our disabilities, no matter our challenges, for one, we're still humans, but for two, we can still do everything that we wanted to do before our life. We can still become very successful.
If not more.
As a family, we could do more. We could touch more souls, touch more people. So,
And the other, oh my bad. I was gonna say the other great thing is that we were young when our accidents happened too, so we were able to adapt to it better
yeah.
compared to.
That's what they were saying too. Yeah, they were like, most of the time when you're older and something like this was to happen, like they would have never lived. They would have never lived through something like this.
Yeah. That's what they always tell me at the Shepherd Center. Like, you're young, you're gonna be fine. They'll be like, yeah, it sucks that it happened, but you're young. You're gonna be able to get through this and survive and adapt. Rather than somebody who's
Older.
70 that's just now becoming paralyzed or whatever disability they have. Is kind of like, they kind of have the mindset where it's kind of just like, F it, you know?
Yeah. I don't have much time left anyways.
Anyway, like, so I'm not happy that it happened to me. Of course, none of us are, but like, I will say that I would have rather it happen while I was young. I was 21 and I turned 22 last year. So I would rather it happen then than it happen when I'm 40 or 50 later on down the line. Yeah, it sucks, but all this is doing is building a better person on the inside. It's making me stronger. It's building better character. My main goal is to really be able to help other people that are recently becoming paralyzed or they have a disability. Because I know when I was in the hospital, I thought it was over with. I couldn't move my arms. I couldn't move my hands. I had to have somebody feed me, dress me, clean me up.
Yeah, facts.
I thought it was over with. I thought life was over. I thought my life just came to a complete stop. But as I've continued on with life, I realized that life's not over. Life's what you make it. You just got to roll with the punches and keep going.
Yeah, a lot of it has to do with your attitude.
Yeah.
And your mindset towards it.
Most
Definitely. So we shotting?
fine.
Or shotting? Ka-ching.
Shit.
That's disgusting.
Birds.
That's disgusting. Tim, why are you laughing?
Good.
That's disgusting.
Well, jaw.
Roger. Roger. Well, Roger, I think we're signing out for tonight. That's it for the WMP podcast today. Like I said, we got Rob and Zion. I'm going to put their social media down below in the description. But come back next week or the week after that or whenever we drop another video.
Whenever Roger has time to film it.
Exactly. Whenever Roger's here to film. But peace out.
Yeah. Shout out. Thank you for having me.
Bang.